Let's move away now from Canberra to the regional Victorian city of Mildura, where the local council has voted to scrap the prayer at the start of its monthly council meetings. It follows a lengthy debate last week on the proposal, first introduced last year, with the council voting 5-4 to replace the traditional prayer with, quote, a more inclusive affirmation. Now, according to the latest census results for Mildura, only 33% of residents identified as being non-religious, meaning 2/3 are religious. It's just another case, isn't it, of a council that doesn't get its day-to-day stuff done, but is intent on tearing down traditions. Joining me now from Canberra, the federal member for the area, Anne Webster, federal member for Mallee. And thank you for being on the show. You say the Lord's Prayer in Canberra on sitting days. We know it happens right across the board in state parliaments. So why on earth does the Mildura Council dump this tradition, and what do you think locals will make of the move?
Well, I think you make a very good point, Peter, and thanks for having me on the program. Over 60% of the people who live in the Mildura LGA say that they have a religious connection. I don't know what background work those two councillors who proposed this put this motion forward. I don't know what they've done in terms of talking to the population, but my guess is very little. As other councillors in the council have said, they have not received one letter thinking that, suggesting that prayers should be stopped. Once again, we have progressive ideology taking the place of genuine work on behalf of constituents. Constituents and residents in Mildura are concerned about their roads, their trash, their rubbish, I should say, and their rates. And they're concerned about living, cost of living. And those are the things that the council need to get on board with. They're concerned about healthcare delivery, not about whether a prayer takes place at the beginning of a council meeting. And to say it's more inclusive not to have one, well, I've been reading through some of the parliamentary history writing on the federal and the state use of parliamentary prayers, and there is a lot of tradition there, and I don't see why councils at a local level feel that they have the right to trash those traditions for the councillors who will be coming after them.
Yeah, I grew up your way, as you know, and I don't think of Mildura as a woke constituency, but clearly it is. Do you think there's any chance that the community are going to speak up about this and the council back down?
Look, I think that people need to start thinking very seriously about who they vote, who they elect onto councils. We've seen councils across Australia that just simply become woke. They elect woke ideologues who get onto the councils for matters that are not operational, which is what councils should be about. So my hope is that the Mildura residents will think twice at the next election and really consider who they want to be representing them. I think that generally council elections are taken as a bit of a, oh, well, somebody has to do the job. But we need to be really mindful of what kind of things they can put in place once they're in there.
You're not wrong. Anne Webster, federal member for Mallee, thank you for joining us.